me get my.
Get up!
This is Steve Harvey, and you're now watching the Don't Piss Me Off morning show.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Don't Piss Me Off morning show, where we got Black TV _ that's me. We got Spaces in the motherfucking building finally, and we got Slimmy from After Hours, everybody. Let's go ahead and say good morning to the people. We got Tim Group, good morning. Debo, good morning. Quita, good morning. Desiree, good morning. What up to MTR and Mr. 43 Ticks? I read that wrong, but what? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Hold on. I know those applause don't sound like 2K's applause, but good morning, everybody. How y'all doing, bro? How you doing, Slim?
I'm great, man. I'm great. Happy to be here. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, what about you, Spaces? Long time watcher.
Man, I appreciate for being here, man. Just ready for the conversation. See what we gonna get into today.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting conversation. We got a few topics to talk about. How was y'all weekend?
It was amazing. It was amazing. You know, we did
How
the
was it
movie
amazing?
reviews.
How was
We
it
did the
amazing?
movie reviews last night, man. That shit was lit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talked about all the mafia movies. Those mafia dudes was some simps, though, bro. They was some simps.
I would say Robert De Niro's character in Casino, biggest movie simp of all time.
Man.
Biggest movie simp of all time. I
can agree with that.
Yeah, because he gave her the box. The only one that might have been worse was Pretty Woman. Richard Gere.
He's number 2.
Yeah, he gave, but he married her and gave her the box, man. So that was crazy. That was crazy to marry her.
Spaces, who you think is the biggest movie simp of all time?
I can't think off the top of my head, but Robert De Niro's character in Casino is definitely in Mount Rushmore for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Number 3, in my opinion, and it's because of I put him number 3 because of his how he is Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. You don't agree? You don't think Forrest Gump is the top 3 biggest simp of all time?
No, Forrest Gump can't be a simp. He's mentally disabled.
No,
right.
but it doesn't matter. I don't care how much Down syndrome you got. This nigga chased Jenny the whole movie.
I ain't gonna lie. It is pretty bad though. Like he caught his girl getting smashed by somebody else, and he tried to fight the dude.
No, man, he don't understand stuff, man. He doesn't understand, man. Like he
understand. He understand.
This ain't there. No, he don't know what he got going on. He don't know what he doing, bro. He don't know what he doing, bro.
So I mean, I don't know, man, but that Robert.
Wait, did he ever tap? Did he ever hit that?
Yeah. Yeah, they had sex one time.
Yeah, Jenny? I think he did once.
Yeah, it was like towards the end of the movie when she found out she had she had cancer or something like that. Yeah, he fucked at the end of the movie, and when she found out she had cancer and had a whole son, and then she died and left him with the son. That's some simp shit.
Oh man,
that was some simp shit.
A forced stepdaddy.
Yeah, forced. Yeah, well, that was what he was. He was a forced stepdaddy.
Damn, man!
I realized that he got stuck with somebody else in the movie. God.
Yeah. So man,
that nigga might have to jump up to number 2.
But on Casino, it's like what tripped me out about that movie was it's like they centered majority of the movie around him chasing his wife. It's like I want to know more back of the gangster shit they had going on in Las Vegas. Like
Well,
why is y'all centering this character chasing his woman?
Well, I think that was kind of the point of it. It's like to show us that he's distracted.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, well,
like as professional as he was with the casino, his actual regular life was in shambles. Like his regular life was in shambles, man. And he just started. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. I still never understand that.
But I actually researched the true story behind the story of the movie of Goodfellas, and the true story behind that is way worse than the movie.
Yeah, I started looking it up. I started reading about it. It was crazy.
It's like I was like these full blown cowboys out here.
Oh, like, just offing people.
No comparison.
There's just offing people.
Yeah, it's like it's not. The movie could not parallel what the real life guys was doing.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling. It's a whole. Somebody made a whole YouTube video about it, like the real life story of the Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas and what was it? Donnie Brasco was based on true stories that we watched, right?
Yeah. It's so
crazy how movies nerf stories, man.
Yeah.
So what Untouchables was, that was based on Gotti. And like that was real. All that shit was real.
Yeah. But Martin Scorsese, was it Martin Scorsese? Yeah, he like even what's the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Flower of the something moon or something? What's the name of that movie? Damn, about the Indians getting fucked over.
Leonardo De Niro, who is that?
Leonardo DiCaprio. My bad. I'm doing my 2K shit right now.
What I don't know what movie you talking about.
It's about it's basically about Leonardo DiCaprio falling in love with this Indian woman, and his uncle forced him to marry her so they can steal the land from her people. And all kind of Indians was getting murdered and shit. And it actually was like one of the first FBI cases ever in American history.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon. It's like it was one of the first FBI cases in American history, and and that backstory is wild.
That shit's all terrible.
That movie was pretty good too. But speaking of stories, let's go ahead and get into the 2K quote of the day. All right, this nigga sent me and said, "Mind your own biscuits, and life will be gravy."
Facts.
Spaces. What does that mean to you, my boy?
I think this one was straightforward, man. I think it was mind your business and focus on what you need to focus on so you can get the results that you want.
Okay. Slimmy?
Yeah, I think that's very similar. Stay in your lane and everything will go the right way for you. Like once you start diverting and worry about what everybody else is doing, that's when you're gonna fuck yourself up, because all your plans are now focused on whatever you plotting is focused on other folks. I think you just need to focus on what you got going on yourself, and everything will just align, and you'll be on your path and you'll be on your way.
Facts. It's kind of hard for me to mind my business because I'm a blogger and I got to talk about what's hot on the internet, but I really, as far as a certain situation, I don't really want to bring it to my channel or this channel. So I think in the long run, minding my business and my life would be gravy. I guess. This is just some shit 2K got from Chat GPT. I have to say that because I'm obligated and contracted. But yeah, it's just some Chat GPT shit. That's what it means to me.
So okay, let me ask you this, because we watched Casino. We were talking about Casino, right?
Yeah.
Would you say, how would you apply that as far as minding your own biscuits
Talking about what?
With Robert De Niro and focusing on his wife. Should he have focused more on his purpose in the casino, or
mm,
is his wife his business? And he, because at this point he was her, she was his wife. Her business is his business, especially if she out, doing drugs, harming herself, taking money from him and giving it to her pimp.
well, I would say, well, let me get my Bible out, even though I got comments about the Bible. The Bible says, once you marry, you're a one. You're one. You're together. So, morally, he kind of did the right thing. But like, that's another reason why I wouldn't want to get married, because of a situation like that. Because like, majority of these women out here are slower bucket whores any fucking way. Okay, like, why would you get married because of a situation like that? It's a guy. It's a guy I work with right now. He come to work. He going through a divorce fucking right now because he's scared that the woman is finna take all his shit, even though he ain't got nothing. But as far as Robert De Niro go, he did the right thing. Like, morally, he did the right thing, but I don't agree with it. You should have stayed on your business and get all this blood money.
What you
Slimmy,
think?
what you think about that?
I think he should have stayed on his purpose, because now you gotta really wonder, damn, is that really his daughter or was that Lester's daughter? Like, you gotta even
Yeah,
wonder that kind of thing. Like, it's just, you just
yeah.
you gotta focus on your purpose, man. Focus on your
All as a
purpose.
man, you have to focus
Yeah,
on your purpose. And
you
Kelly, I
can't.
probably am gonna
Don't
be
let no
burning
woman.
in hell.
Don't let a woman bring you down, and don't let
Right,
a
right,
woman shame you. Don't let a woman shame you in a marriage.
right. Don't
don't
do
let
it.
women. Don't let women like
I
Kelly
always ask
shame
these
you in a
niggas
marriage.
that want to promote marriage. What am I gaining? What am I gaining from marriage versus a relationship? Like, what are the benefits? Nothing.
Tax breaks.
Man, tax
It ain't enough in
breaks.
the world.
Tax breaks.
It ain't
And
enough in the world.
speaking of relationship advice, let's get into the Kai confessions. These are my confessions. Look, I ain't got 2K soundboard, so look how Kai looking. Kai couldn't be here today because she
Woo-wee.
is doing job shit right now, y'all. She's doing job shit right now. But let's go ahead and read the Kai confession today, y'all. Get y'all opinions about it. All right, it says, Dear Kai and DPMO show, what's up, brother? I need some real advice because me and my girl haven't been seeing eye to eye lately. I'm starting to feel like I'm losing myself trying to make her happy. I'm 17, she's 28. Damn, nigga, you got some. Okay. Before everybody jumps down my throat, let me explain.
Pause.
When we first started talking, it felt good. She made me feel seen, mature, different from other dudes my age. She would always tell me I wasn't like the boys she usually dealt with, that I was more of a man than most grown men. Damn, nigga, you know what that mean? You know what that mean? Uh, so I stepped up. I've been trying to be the best man I know how to be. I help with the bills when I can. I make sure she's straight. I show up. I answer the phone. I listen when she's stressed. I've been trying to handle things like a grown man because that's what she says she needs. But lately, no matter what I do, it never seems like enough. She says I'm immature. She says I don't understand life yet. She says I don't communicate right. But then when I try to speak up, she tells me I'm acting like a child. What the fuck? It's confusing because I feel like I'm being asked to play a role I'm still growing into. One minute she wants to be this mature, responsible man. The next minute she reminds me that I'm still young whenever it's convenient for her. And if being honest, it's starting to wear on me. I feel like I'm doing solid for my age. I'm not out. here running the streets. I'm trying to build something, but instead of feeling appreciated, I feel like I'm consistently being measured against grown men who had 10 more years to figure life out. Part of me wonders if I'm really falling short or if I'm trying to carry a relationship that was never fair to me in the first place. Because the older I get, the more I'm starting to think maybe she doesn't want a partner. Maybe she wants somebody she can mold, control, or make feel like they're always not enough. So I need y'all to be real with me. Am I not doing enough? Or am I too young to be carrying this kind of pressure in the first place? Because right now, I feel like I'm trying to prove I'm a man while being reminded every day that I'm still just a kid. Wow. Slimmy, I'm gonna go with you first, brother. What is your advice for this young man?
I will say first off, everything that woman told him is true. Like he is immature. He is like all of that is true because he's only fucking 17. He's only 17. Like, so yes, all that stuff is true. So you can't even take, you got to take that with a grain of salt. What was she saying? You haven't even developed into who you're going to be as a man yet. You don't know what holds in your future. My advice to you is let that woman go. Don't try and be so tied up with no woman at 17. Like she need 30-year-old men. Like she literally needs 30-year-old men in her life. She doesn't need to be tied. Are you even out of high school? Are you
He
even
didn't
out of
say.
are you
He
even out of high
didn't say.
school? And you're dealing with a 30-year-old woman. She need to be worried about, she don't need nothing from you. What she need to be doing is making sure that your mind is right and she's actually doing the opposite. She already about to ruin you. Make it
Mm,
This is the things that men can't do. You can't drive yourself ragged for a woman. Ever. Ever. So your best bet is to leave her alone because if she doesn't understand that you're 17 and you're still growing and she has all these expectations for you like you're a grown man, which you should be more mature. But at the same time, you're not gonna be able to do the same things 30-year-old men do. Men that have a certain amount of pay, men that have a certain amount of experience with women. Like it don't work like that. Now, what you where you might equal up is in the bedroom. Obviously, it don't take much to do that. That's the easy part. Honestly, that's the easy part. The hard part with women is dealing with this. That's it. That's the hard part, and you're only 17. Everything up here hasn't even developed for you yet.
mm,
So let yourself grow into a woman. Just don't deal with a woman that got all these expectations for you like you out on your own with your own job, getting your own money, and you've been doing this for a certain amount of years. You really just getting out of high school. Enjoy your life.
mm. Spaces, what's your thoughts on this letter about this young man? He basically want to know what should he do?
What should you do? He's 17 years old with a 28-year-old woman, and she's putting 30-year-old man expectations on you, and you can't even you probably have to abide by child what are not child labor laws, curfew. You might not even be able to be outside at a certain time. Call the
Yeah.
police. She want to hurt your heart, call the police. Just tell it you know a woman that's dealing a 28-year-old woman that's dealing with an underage boy. Call the police. Get your revenge. Hurt her
Oh
feelings.
no.
Hurt your feelings. Hurt her life. I'm just
Oh no, no, hell no.
Oh wow.
no.
You
I don't
trying to
think
take
there's
her
any
head.
advice that we can offer, bro, that he's actually going to take. He's 17 years old. Obviously, the what should happen is he should leave, right? He should leave, but he's 17 years old. His head is up in the hills. This 28-year-old woman is knocking his socks off in more ways than one. She's far more experienced in life in any way that she that that he can offer her.
Mhm.
He's what I noticed in this situation from the description sounds like he's in love and she's in lust. I think she's taking his life force away from him. She's a succubus. She's feeding off of his youth. and that's why she's keeping him around. Unless this lady is fat and ugly and can't get no man, there's no reason for
That
her
would
to
it
be.
sound like, don't it?
That's the only thing that makes sense.
I'm
That's the
tell
only thing
y'all,
that
bro.
makes sense.
I'm gonna tell y'all,
Nah,
bro. Y'all missing out on them big women, man. The coochies are the best, bro. The coochies are the best because ain't nobody fucking them. Look at Slivy. The coochies are the best. They warm, moist. You know what I'm saying? They'll cook for you. They cook grass. They'll do all that.
Cut grass.
Yeah, they got to make up for them looking like how they look. Now, some big women look good. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Now. Y'all ain't never seen an attractive big woman.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I think as a celebrity, the most attractive big woman is Jill Scott.
Car.
Yeah, y'all seen she did that microphone, right?
Yeah, we seen her, but Takara was before she lost all that weight. She was crazy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about her.
She was crazier, man.
Oh yeah,
her body was insane.
Yeah,
it was insane. She was. Ooh.
But back to old buddy letter. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, brother. I'm glad you actually going through this with this older woman because this is only just to come, brother. It don't even matter if she was 28, 20, or 58. You still gonna get this treatment from most women you run into in life. And I hope this is your red pill moment, brother, because like majority of women are gonna have some kind of high expectations for you, brother. And the only reason why it's so hard on you because you're 17. You probably working at Taco Bell, nigga, making $300 every 2 weeks, brother. And you know, you said what now?
Facts. Like he's talking about putting in on the bills, bro. You make $600 a month. What can she expect you?
Right, like that little Taco Bell check, bro. Like, what is you paying, bro? And I know you, and you probably ain't got no bills. I don't know what you're doing, bro. But just let this be a wake up call, brother. I will tell you, use her. Don't take her seriously. Fuck her and throw her on the side of the road. Because you gotta look at the optics. You gotta look at the optics of things. Like, why is she fucking with you and you're 17? Now, I'm not gay or nothing, but you probably got a big dick and you look attractive, bro. If you can pull her, just imagine who else you can pull, bro. Just imagine who. Just imagine who else you can pull, bro. You probably got the juice like Omar Epps, bro. So just you take this as a lesson. Use her for what she worth. Don't take her seriously and toss on the side of the road, bro. Just toss on the side of the road, bro.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. But moving right along. Let's get into the main topic. If I can find this shit. Let's see. Is this it?
Ignorance is bliss.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Ignorance is bliss.
Hold on, y'all.
Kelly said, "See, this is why I ain't on the show. This man is talking a child. I guess talking about a child.
Who?
Yeah, we're in agreement that he should leave, but he's not. I doubt that he's going to.
Yeah, he's probably not.
He ain't gonna leave. That's why he sent the letter.
Yeah, he's probably not. He's probably not gonna leave her because it's free coochie, bro. Like, would you? I mean, if I was 17 and this woman was putting it on me, like I ain't finna leave either. All right, so. This past weekend, Amber Rose actually went on Nick Cannon's Big Drive show where he actually interviews people who are driving a big truck, which is a nice little content thing. I don't know anybody really is doing that or anything or whatnot, but Amber Rose said something very wild during the interview Discuss not identifying as a black or white, believes mixed people shouldn't call themselves black. Oh my god, burn, burn, burn. 2K soundboard. She's saying, well, hold on, that's the wrong one. My bad. I'm sorry. Let me first of all, let me
Man, this shit
remove
is out
this,
of
y'all.
control, man.
Let me remove this, y'all. Let me find that damn topic. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. 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 My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. All right. All right. So, like I said, while speaking on racial politics in America on Nick Cannon's show, Amber Rose shared that she believes free speech should be upheld as long as language is not used with harmful intent. This is what she fucking said, y'all. And let's get y'all opinions afterwards.
White people should be able to say nigga. So, and I'm gonna tell you why. Shit. Because no one, when you really stop giving a fuck about stupid, dumbass words, will stop killing each other. And Nick, it's very different. You know, if it says the hard R and they're pointing at you, it's very different than rap lyrics or saying, "Oh, that's my nigga, that's my homie."
Right.
You
if
know?
Somebody's using a term as a derogatory term,
but we know that.
Hurt, you know the difference between somebody just saying
we're all smart enough. We're all smart enough to know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
So why are we putting so much damage and pain behind? I let my kids curse. They have freedom of speech.
Right.
Why live in America if you don't have freedom of speech? And I let my kids do that. Now, do they say, "Mommy, fuck you"? No.
They bet not.
Do they say, "Mommy, you're a bitch"? No.
Right.
They know what's right and wrong. First of all, white people should be able to say.
All right, so going off of what she's saying, she was saying believing that white folks should say the N-word. Spaces, what is your thoughts on the comments Amber Rose shared? Do you agree with her? Do you disagree?
I don't think anybody should be using that word, to be honest. I think when you pick and choose, it's one thing, because think of it this way. If a child grows up in a house where the parents were smoking, can you blame the child to become a smoker when they come of age or at some point pick up a cigarette? No, because they grew up around it, right? So you have so many people in media and in music and all this stuff constantly throwing this word out, and they're decreasing the validity, the seriousness of it. They're making it all watered down and stuff, but then they pick and choose when they do and don't want people to say it. Even if white people or non-black people say it with the A, just in her description, like in her description. Some people do, mean it with ill intent, but white people or people of other cultures say it with the camaraderie that black people say it, that people, it's in music, it's in movies. Black people call other people of other races, whatever their racial slur is or whatever their skin color is, and put the N-word at the end. Now, I don't say it, so I don't curse at all, so you'll have to fill in the blanks. You'll call it, they'll call Indians there. I don't want to get the channel hit, but they call Indians theirs, they call Arabians theirs, they call Mexican theirs, but they'll put the N-word at the end. Or they won't even say their race. They'll call them that word specifically. So can you blame them for a constant, for at a certain point? All right, well, if it's just a word, if the people that this word is meant to be racist and hurtful against are calling me that, then why can't I say it? But my thought process is, I don't think anybody should be saying the word.
Okay. All right, Slim.
Sometimes I think I don't really know what you consider Amber Rose. I don't even know what she is. Sometimes we just no. I mean, she's not an entertainer, or she doesn't really have a description as to what you could call her, except a whore. You know what I'm saying? I think we just got to be careful how much attention we pay to people like this. Like, we shouldn't even be valuing her words. She's literally, she has no value on the planet. Literally, nothing out her mouth should be deemed as valuable. Like, she's the same woman that chose to do a slut walk. Like, that's what she represents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things like that. And I get it. I know that that's not what that is for or whatever, but the terminology that she chose to use to describe essay, what she chose to use, it just goes to show her value of words is very limited. She doesn't value words. Because if you really cared about women who experienced SA, you would have never chose the word slut walk to represent that. So she's just not a good representative when it comes to any type of verbiage at all. Colloquialism, nothing. She has no value because I gotta wonder, does she have any type of thought process behind anything that she does? Because why would you say white people should be able to use a word that was the word from white people, which were slave masters,
Mm.
was deemed to be disrespectful in the utmost way. Now you want to make that seem as if it should be recreated and we should have revisionist history over the word being used by this set of people. I don't think that's a good idea. I also agree with Spaces that we probably shouldn't be using the word ourselves because it's almost like you crying wolf when you use the word every day and then a white person says it and then you want to fight them. Like, I think that's lunacy. Like, that's the definition of insanity because you're putting yourself in a loop. You're putting yourself in a loop. You want to use this word, you want to use it as a term of endearment, and then when someone else uses it, like you want to attack them. I There's no logic behind that, so I can't really. The word has too much power as it is, but I also feel like she doesn't value words, so I can't value her in this conversation. I can't
Mm.
value what she's saying because she doesn't value words herself. She's someone who I don't know, man. She's definitely the wrong messenger for the conversation. Nick Cannon Nick Cannon shouldn't have allowed her to say it. He should have stopped the car. The brake should have screeched. He should have been like, "Yo, cut the shit out. Like, cut the shit out. Like, we ain't doing that. Choose a different conversation. Let's roll." Like, that should have been the reaction.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all the reason why both of y'all are wrong. That 2K soundboard. I'm gonna tell y'all a reason why both of y'all are wrong. I think everybody should be able to say what not only the N word, but any word they freaking want to say. This is America at the end of the day. The America is got a gift and a curse behind it. In America, we are allowed to be racist. It's not illegal to be racist. Anybody can be racist. I can be racist. The guy across the street can be racist. He has the right to do so. As black people, I think black people are the most sensitive ass group of people on earth, and we don't even stand on motherfucking business. The reason why I say I believe everybody should be able to say the N word, they be able to say anything they want to. It's not illegal. It might be certain consequences behind it, but in order for us to deteriorate the meaning of the negative of the word nigger, just quit being in your feelings about it. Johnny, white Johnny across the street, he can say it. It's up to me on how I should control my feelings or whatnot towards how he said. And I just believe that if most black people quit being butthurt about it, it just would be just deteriorated, that like the disrespect, because that's just like a troll on the internet. If just like let's hypothetically say somebody in the comments, oh, nigger, 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 I hate DPMO, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. The only way he will get shined on or get light is if I actually respond to him, if I actually shine light to him. So it's the same aspect with the N-word. Like, do some white people say it for disrespect? Yeah, cool. But it's not illegal. It's nothing wrong saying it, but it just depends on the person that responds to that. And I just believe with that in general, they'd be able to say whatever they want to just because this is America. Y'all want to, anybody want to respond to that?
Well, why you're wrong is in no other culture of people do they accept or use their appropriated racial slur.
Do they? Do they?
No, they do not. I grew up around multicultural people, Indian, Asian, Arabic, Black. None of them called each other their racial slurs. But you know what the one they do use? The N-word.
Well,
and that's why for me it's like I agree with you on the part where you say it's not the word only has power in the way that we're talking about because of how people react to it. So I don't disagree with you or Amber Rose when she said when America had freedom of speech. Just know that different people have different reactions to different things, right? So it doesn't absolve you from what may come with you exercising your freedom of speech. Some people,
yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I disagree with y'all. Freedom of speech protects you from saying anything. So why not allow them to say anything? Now, like I said before, is there consequences behind it? Of course, but theoretically, it's nothing wrong with anybody saying any kinds of slurs. It's like they're just like Delroy, the guy from Sinners, the older guy. He was on a news show one time, and this white guy was like, "I don't see why y'all be saying the N-word. Why I can't say the N-word?" He said, "Just say it." He should have just said it on there. He should have just said it. What? Because would Delroy would have reacted on that? Maybe, but we don't know. Like, cool. You want to act like a wild baboon on TV just because a white man calls you the N-word? What? Nigga, get with the program, nigga. Hey, come on. Slimmy, what you got to say about it?
How you gonna say nigga get with the program?
Nah, get with the program, nigga.
No. We can't allow people to just randomly like just blurt it out though. I can't rock with that. Like, I'm not saying that they should get beat over the head every time that they use it, but I think we allow people to cross a fine line. And this is why I say black people shouldn't use the word. We allow people to cross a fine line of disrespect, and we give them so much grace. We give them way too much grace because one, they drunk and they want to use the word. They cool and they want to use the word. Like, no, it's just, why do y'all want to use that word?
Because black folks are ignorant. Black folks are ignorant.
No. Stop.
They are.
No. That does not give you the right to want to use that word. And the way Amber Rose was saying it, she wants to use it as a term of endearment. Why do you want
I mean, that's what black folks do. Black folks do it.
Why black folks do it? No, but why do other cultures want to associate themselves with that word? You don't want to ever be black. You would never walk around with black skin on. You would never want the problems that come associated with being black. Why do you want to use this term of endearment so bad?
I will argue that most people, most races want to be black because we're the coolest ethnicity group on earth. Everybody want to be.
They don't want the problems that come with being black, though.
Of course they don't. They still want to be us.
No. But see, that's bullshit because you don't want the stereotypes. You don't want the history. You don't want to actually know what it's like to talk to your people, to be like, yeah, we was discriminated against. We couldn't go to schools with white folks. You don't want to know about that stuff. You don't want to experience that. You don't want to be driving while black. That's a real thing. That's a real thing.
But that don't take away the fact that majority of people want to be black. White women try to get BBLs and shit and tummy tucks and try to have a black body. White men try to be rappers. It don't take away the fact that majority of people
trying to be a rapper
want to be black.
That's not that has nothing to do with it. Like, that's just entertainment. That's just entertainment. I think
that's overall. That's just like with anything, like cooking, design, music, everything. Dancing.
The real thing is black people are the curators of cool. Black people are the curators of cool culture. So I'm looking at Miss Gemini, the Gemini's question. She said, "Why us though? Why aren't people jumping up and down to call each other, call other races their slurs? Because they still hold their particular slurs still hold significance with it being racial. Like
because they don't call each other that.
They don't call each other that.
Yeah, you can get canceled for using certain words.
Yeah,
just like with Delroy Lindo with the black the example you use, Black. If Buddy did say the word, just like I said, he's going to have some consequences that come from that. He's going to lose his job, probably not be able to.
Well, yeah, he could lose his job.
Maybe
he's going. So there's consequences behind using, exercising your freedom of speech, and that's why I disagree with Amber Rose. And most people, they even use the phrase, "We're in America, we have freedom of speech." Also include the fact that there's going to be consequences, or there are things that come with you practicing their freedom of speech. It can be good, it can be bad, but you can't, just like you have the example that I love to hear. You can't go into a movie theater and scream out that there's, I'm going to say MS in there, person that's holding a weapon trying to unalive everybody. You can't do that because you exercising your freedom of speech is putting other people's lives in danger.
Well, I mean, just quote unquote, like old buddy from Pain and Full said, niggas die every day, B. Get shot every day, B. Kelly said it is in their DNA to want to be like us. They don't know why, but that is the reason it is spiritual. I don't think it's spiritual. It's not spiritual at all. It's just we in a society where we're a bunch of followers and we go off of what's cool and what's not. That's all it is. Man. And I think
since the beginning of time.
Yeah. But I don't think it's spiritual though. I disagree with Kelly on that. But
let me ask you this. Sorry to interrupt.
Wait.
What about people like Fat Joe that claims he grew up around it? Because I'm looking at Court's comment, the one that you highlighted. She said, I know I saw here when this topic comes up, so I just stay quiet. I never agree with other races saying it. I can't stand to hear Cardi B say it. I can't stand Cardi B at all. I sent a super chat about Cardi B. I can't stand her at all. But I agree. I agree, right?
Cardi B. I love Cardi B. She be herself, but
what about people that grew up around it? Literally.
That proves my point, because like how would you tell this person that grew up around black folks and in the hood and somewhat got melanin in them to not say it, or like a Cardi B or something like that, or Fat Joe? You really gonna tell them stop saying the N-word and they grew up around melanin people? I think that's crazy as hell. That contradicts everything you said. That's why I'm ruling in everybody can say what they want to say. And it really, theoretically, everybody can say whatever they want to say. I just think as black people, we just need to quit being so damn sensitive, because black people don't stand on business. Yeah, they don't stand on business at all. When the last time black people actually stood on some real shit?
Alabama. The boat.
How long ago was that?
That was a couple years ago.
Couple years ago. What happened in Alabama? Oh, talking about the Alabama, bro.
Yeah, nigga, they stood on business for sure, and they was stepping on shit too.
Oh yeah.
Lord.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say politically, but I'm just saying, like, look, I'm gonna tell you, Slim, shit like that in the South, that shit happens. I ain't gonna say every day, but every blue moon, that shit right there happens, bro. Somebody fighting in the lounge this past weekend, probably over some racist shit. This is the South, but that's just my argument, man. Like if it really boils down to how you feel personally, because like what I'm saying is already happening. Like how y'all would think, how y'all will regulate this from people not saying it? You really gonna tell them how you gonna enforce this?
The only thing is, the only way I can think of it, because I've been thinking about how we can give the word back its significance, first of all, we stop saying it and we take it seriously. That it is a racial slur. It is the only reason we talk about the A versus the ER is because when this word was originated, people weren't educated enough to pronounce it properly. That's why we get 4 instead of 4. Part of that is a country accent, but people weren't educated enough to say the word. That's why you get massa instead of master. So no, what I do is I just I laugh and walk away. Because people know that that's still a word that is infuriating. It's inflammatory. So the people that aren't black that use the word on a regular basis, they use the A. As soon as you get into an argument, it might change to the ER.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So you mean to tell me if you hear a white man say either way, either or, you're not gonna say nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. You're just gonna laugh and walk away.
No, I don't. No.
So okay. So what are you saying? Like you gonna beat them up? Like
no, I'm walk away. I'm not dealing with it because I know. So all of these conversations, like what if he's saying it, but he sounds like Fat Joe, and he's using the A, not the ER, or what if he's using the ER? What difference does that make to me? He can think how he wants to think.
Okay, so let's hypothetically say he do. Let's hypothetically. You know, all right. You know what? Let me pull something up. Pause. Let me pull something up, and I want y'all reactions to this video, bro, because I'm kind of getting a little triggered right here, and y'all probably succeeding and pissing me off. But let me just play this video.
High school, a Boy Scout, a football player, a member of the ROTC, an honor roll student. He was hanging around his teacher's classroom door in December. The teacher told him to sit down, and the teacher says that Keyshawn used the N-word.
And I just kind of was stunned a second. Well, then get away from the door, nigga. And I repeated the same insult because that's sort of what I've been trained to do.
The school district says that is not what they trained English teacher Paul Dawson to do.
He tried to say I said it, and I didn't say it, and no one else in the class knows that I said it because I didn't.
Documents from the school investigation show that several of the students interviewed from Valley did not hear Keyshawn say the N-word first. Dawson says that students use the slang version of the N-word at Valley High School all the time. He says Nigger is a racial slur, but says that students use Nigga as often as they'd say dude or hey man. And Dawson says as much as he does not like the word, he still used the slang version to feel more comfortable with black students.
Why is this word used so frequently? So I just don't understand it. And I'm trying to understand it. I need help. Yes, I use nigga. I've used it. I admit it. I put the H on it to emphasize it's nigga. You know, nigga this, nigga please, nigga.
Let a nigga get a pencil.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
What kind of example are you setting for your students if you use a word that you don't want them to use?
Upon reflection, that's not good.
Dawson was suspended for 10 days without pay from January 9th to January 23rd, and he has to go to diversity training. He says that he's learned from this experience and hopes that others think twice before using the N-word.
I will never say any form of nigga. I'm cured of that.
Paul Dawson says that he is sorry for the way things were handled, but Keyshawn says that he is not looking for any apologies.
Apologizing is going to change the fact that it happened and he's not been punished.
And punishment in your mind is?
Not having this job anymore.
Paul Dawson said.
All right, so I'm pretty sure y'all. Shout out to the Boondocks. Shout out to the Boon. Let me hold on. I gotta play my sound effects because I ain't got no soundboard like Tukay. Shout out to the Boondocks. Shout out to the Boondocks. Oh, Slimmy, what? Like you really gonna tell this man to quit saying this?
Hell yeah, he was out of line. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, I remember. I remember Paul from decades ago. That's viral. Like that was.
So,
Yeah, man, he was wilding though.
yeah. So Spaces, what like you really gonna tell this man that he grew up? Well, I ain't gonna say grew up, but he's obviously he's in a black school and he's around. He's hearing this all the time. You really gonna negate that from saying he said nigga, not the ER, but he said nigga, please, nigga, give me a pencil.
I thought that's what I thought putting the A on it means that it's acceptable to say now. That's it. He was saying the word. He wasn't calling people that. If we're going to talk about context now, Miss Gemini, the Gemini, she said, and multiple people saying this, right? She said he even figured out how to say it multiple times on TV with no consequence. I don't know about y'all, but if I'm suspended 10 days off of work, that'll hit the pockets a little bit. Because you got to come back and then you got to make up for the 10 days. You got to figure out a way to get that money back, or cut your spending to balance it out. But,
I don't know if I don't know if he got suspended without pay. That's what it said.
Yeah.
I mean, he's white, so he start a GoFundMe, he'll get the money back. But I mean, it is what it is, man. Let's get to read this one single super chat because y'all tripping on the super chats today. Shout out to Miss Sanchez with $2 saying, "Hey, Slim,
what's happening, Miss Sanchez?"
Yeah, so shout out to Miss Sanchez and everybody. Shout out to everybody. Let me read some of these comments. It said, "What up, Slimmy? What up, Magnetar? Yeah, what up, Spaces?" He says AI actually was around, just not technically. I don't know what he talking about. He even figured it out how to say it multiple times on TV with no consequences. That's a good point.
No, he got suspended. Like,
yeah, but he's still saying it. He's still saying it though. Like, is it really wrong for him to say it though? Like, if it's wrong,
absolutely,
I just want to know
wrong for him to say it. Absolutely, he can't do that. He's a teacher.
Yeah.
His job is to educate.
Yeah.
He definitely wasn't educating at that moment.
Just like that lady who called that kid out his name, the GoFundMe went crazy. Yeah. Nigga started GoFundMe, he be all right, he white. At the end of the day, you don't know what nobody talking about black. That's nothing new. What are you talking about, 106? What are you talking about? But I do know what I'm talking about on this next topic. Let me pull it up. Pause.
Great segue.
Yeah. Man says child support negatively impacts women and children, but alimony, it hurts the man. Y'all agree. Now, this right here, this is a very triggering topic for Tukay, but he ain't here, so I can basically talk, say whatever I want. Let's see what this man actually had to say about child support.
So child support to me, the way it's set up, it hurts women, right? Because and it hurts the kids, and the man get off so easy by just getting on child support because no matter what you make,
men are going to hate you.
Men get off easy. Now, on the flip side, alimony, marriage, women take advantage of men all day, taking half of your assets, and you got to pay her in some states, in some situations, alimony for the rest of her life, even though when she get her a young tenderoni that's tearing her up, doing moves you couldn't do because you was 45 and old.
You blew out that hip.
You blew out your hip back in the day. You working as a plumber, and now she getting a young 32-year-old tenderoni like me tearing it up. Come on, bro. Like that's not good.
Well,
and you got to pay her alimony forever.
That's what I was gonna say. Or I think it's
grading. So child support's.
All right, so y'all heard what this nigga said. I just want to know if y'all agree with what he said. Spaces, I know you're the guy on the show that women would say that you hate women. What's your thoughts about what this guy said about alimony and child support? You agree with him?
He sounds stupid. What is he? He didn't even explain how it hurts the woman. He didn't explain how alimony helps the woman.
Yeah, he said it hurts the man.
No, he said it hurt. He said it hurts the woman.
Hold on, let me play it again because
maybe I'm tweaking.
He really was. I don't know.
Yeah, he said alimony hurts the man.
Child support to me, the way it's set up, it hurts women, right? Because and it hurts the kids, and the man get off so easy by just getting on child support. Because
all right, well, let's talk about that. Do you agree with what he said? I actually agree with what he's saying.
How? He didn't explain how. You just sound like he's just talking.
I mean, statistically, it hurts the women in the child support because once the woman allow the government in y'all business, the man can really do whatever the fuck he want. All he has to do is pay the child support. He ain't got to be in the kid's life or nothing. And that's what I would assume that he means by the man gets off of that, because it's no consequences really. All you're doing is paying a bill. Like, you ain't got to be in this child life or whatever. The child's going to be a statistic. The woman ain't going to really have help like that. So that's how it really hurts the child and the woman.
The absolute majority of the time that a man is on child support is because a woman chose to put him on it. So I refuse to believe that these child support cases, so many of them, or people that have children, I refuse to believe that so many of them happen in a way that it forces the court to get into the situation. A lot of times women choose to leave the situation, leave the relationship, choose to not have the man in the house or whatever the case, and will then turn around and put the man on child support and get less than what she would have been getting if she would have stayed. So I don't get it. He didn't explain how it hurts the woman. Maybe from a standpoint of presence, having another body available to help take care of the kids, get them to school, back and forth to sports, or whatever, doctor's appointments, whatever the case. To that degree, I can see it. But that's the road that's chosen. That's what comes with the choices that were made. But when it comes to any money, because I'm thinking about this, right? Let's just say a man, I think the average amount paid in child support is like $400 a month, right? And the court takes, I think, a good portion of that, at least half, somewhere like that, or 30% or something like that. That's still money that's going away from that man. So he's now, if he's working 50 hours to get whatever he makes, that $500, $400 is being taken away. So now he has to work more hours just to get that same amount of money back. So it hurts. Come on, man. We can't make this one.
But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Like most, I mean, just off of personal experience, like most women are too prideful to even put me in on child support. With the actual good women that working and taking care of their kids. But Slimmy, what you think? Do you agree? Do you think child support hurts women more than it hurts men? Off of what he said. He's saying it's just to make a point, though.
I think it depends on what you got to add context to that, because there's certain situations where men have gone to jail because of child support. So it's like I don't see a woman, like, she's not in jail if he's not paying money. You know what I'm saying? Like, she don't take no hits like that if he's constantly giving her money. Like, there's no hit equal to that, to be able to lose your driver's license, any of that, because you had a child with somebody who you don't get along with. I think that's pretty insane to say that men, that a woman takes more of an L. No, like, well, if the man didn't even want to have a child with that woman, yeah, he was wrong in the aspect of he shouldn't have laid down with her. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You got to be accountable. But shit, he didn't want to have a kid, and obviously there's this my body, my choice thing. So it's a lot of moving parts with that. Like it's all because of the feminist movement, though, man. Like, if women weren't moving around and they weren't talking all this independent shit, it probably would be a different it probably be a completely different outlook on this conversation. But when women are moving a certain way, they're determined to be independent. They're determined to move on their own. Uh it's kind of hard to say that women are taking L's due to child support. Like that's a hard pill to swallow. Now, if you're talking about absolving the man of his responsibilities just because he coughs over a check, and you're talking about the moral value of it, that changes the conversation completely as well. Because then, yes, he doesn't have to do anything once he pays that money. He doesn't. Like he literally doesn't have to do anything else once he pays the money. So if that's what you're talking about in the aspect of being absolved of responsibility outside of a check, yeah, but at the same time, it's not really a L because 9 times out of 10, like Spacey said, she put him on child support. So it's almost like the man is damned if he do, damned if he don't.
Oh yeah, that's what any situation dealing with a woman. You know what I'm saying? That's why I
so
say
it's
fuck
just
them and
like,
throw them across the road.
yeah, so it's just like I can't imagine that men are taking a harder hit than women when it comes to that women are taking a harder hit, or the child is taking a harder hit when it comes to child support over men. I can't agree with that because it's man, it's some horror
Boy, y'all some
stories out there
disagreeing
because of child
motherfuckers today,
support.
boy.
No,
There's some horror stories with child support
I know it.
you
Think
don't.
about this, right? Think about this. So I'm looking at court. She said $400. Whoop-de dang do. My kids will eat $400 a month. What about lights, mortgage, water, extracurriculars? I mean, the list goes on. And then,
What that got to do with the man?
And then Desiree said, "Court, thank you. What is $400? Both of y'all cash at me $400 right now."
Shit, super chat said super chat $5. I'll be happy with that. Like, yeah.
No, wait. What do the lights, the mortgage, and the water have to do with child support?
Specifically,
what does that have to do
child,
with?
right?
What does that have to do with anything? Like it's your job to pay your bills.
That's
This is
almost
the
500.
problem.
Yeah, that is facts.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Why is any of that important when we talking about child support? And right there lies the problem, because you want men to pretty much supply you security financially over shit that don't have nothing to do with them just because they have a child with you.
Now,
this is the problem.
I agree with.
This is why I can't agree that men are taking a harder hit than women. That women are taking a harder hit than men when it comes to child support. No, because of all the extra shit. All the extra shit, man. I can't agree.
And think about this too. I know you haven't said your piece back, but I'll be quick. So we love to have this conversation about who gets it worse when it comes to child care or lack thereof and all that stuff, right? So let me touched on it earlier, but let me put this wrap it in a bun like this. A woman can abort a child and that's it. A man doesn't pay child support, he goes to jail and loses, and the rest of his life is affected.
Yeah.
So we can't. It's tough to compare the two because a man can be held responsible for abandoning a baby, but a woman can unalive it, and it's all good.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation right there. But to keep in mind, he was saying it to make his point for the next thing he said.
Because no matter what you make,
men are going to hate you.
Men get off easy. Now, on the flip side, alimony, marriage, women take advantage of men all day, taking half of your assets, and you got to pay her in some states, in some situations, alimony for the rest of her life, even though when she get her a young tenderoni that's tearing her up, doing moves you couldn't do because you was 45 and old.
You blew out that hip.
You blew out your hip back in the day. You working as a plumber, and now she getting a young 32-year-old tenderoni like me tearing it up. Come on, bro. Like that's not good. Well, and you got to pay her alimony forever.
That's what I was gonna say. Or I think it's
grading.
All right, so Spaces, what you got to say off of the second part he was saying?
I think he was rambling at that point, but I suppose when it comes to I think about this, right? I think on a high scale in terms of celebrities, and I think on a low scale or just everyday people. The absolute majority of the time, this is easily Googleable or Chat GPTable information. You can easily just ask who suffers more in the end. It depends on what, and you got to specify when you talk about Chat GPT.
Well, I'm saying like you got to go like on this show. What I argue with Tukay is you got to talk about the majority, the average. That's why we got into about $100,000 situation. You when you have conversations, you got to talk about the majority, not personally. So I would say, as far as alimony, it significantly hurts the man the most. Like,
bro, Kevin Costner is paying, I think it's like $67,000 a month. Granted, he's an actor, he's a big name man, but in what situation is that necessary? And is if I'm not mistaken, because it's been a minute since I looked that up, it's filed under child support because he couldn't get anywhere with alimony.
$67,000 for the child,
or it might. Let me double check.
Well, I mean, it's not far fetched. It doesn't matter if it's 67,000, 6,000. Like the number is really ridiculous. But I don't know, man. It's like I just have to agree with them because of the just off the results off of what usually happens when that situation happens. Because like, what benefit does a man have paying alimony? And usually, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Most of the times, the reasoning why the man pay alimony, why the court forces on him, is because the woman absolutely can't sustain the lifestyle she was with when he was with her and he did wrong. Am I right about that?
Right. And that's what I have this theory. I ask the guys on the podcast with that, right? Just like the more money you make, the more you pay in taxes. The more of a lifestyle that you give to your wife and your child, the better the lifestyle, bigger houses, bigger cars and all that stuff, bigger land. If a man is forced to pay whatever it is in separation because that's the lifestyle that he presented to them, should he not present that lifestyle? Like, he makes $5 million a year. We're going to stay in this 2-bedroom apartment instead of this $1 million house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, is the man incentivized to not be the best version of himself because of what could happen should divorce come about?
So you will, by saying that example, you agree with that man paying that woman all that money if she upgrades in the marriage with this man, like she come from a 2-bedroom apartment, she married this millionaire, and she been living with this. They've been in marriage for like 5-8 years. So you agree with the $67,000 child support?
Heck no.
Or alimony?
Heck no. Heck no.
So how much do you think that man should pay this woman if she divorced that $5 million man?
For that, let's use Kevin Costner because I checked it's $63,000 a month that he has to pay to her. So the way I view it is you'll get a place to stay for a couple of years. And that's it. Or something along, like, you can negotiate, but you'll get a place to stay and something to hold you over, like, I don't know, something to help with the kids or a car or something like that. And then I'm done. We're separated. Why are you reaping the benefits of my success while we're separated? No. That's why. And this negates your argument about marriage, Black.
Oh, okay. Now, this proves my point. Why even get married in general? Because you avoid shit like this.
Prenup, postnup. That's it.
First of all, that prenup shit, most of the time, that shit is negated thrown out the window. Depends on the situation. That prenup shit is a myth. is a myth because there's loopholes around that shit, depending on the context of what happened in that marriage or whatever, whatnot. Prenup ain't shit. Just you. What's the difference with fucking her in a relationship and fucking her when married? Most Americans are shaking up anyway because of inflation anyway. So gas is $5,000 a gallon. What's the difference? I just look, if I get with a woman, I'm gonna be like, look, I get you we can do the wedding thing and blah blah blah, but I ain't signing no paperwork.
Nah, I think you gotta sign the paperwork.
So I mean, what benefit? Once again, what benefit do I have with marriage versus relationship?
I think you gotta sign the paperwork, because that takes out the whole thing with the alimony. Like it don't hit as hard. You know, you kind of control it. Even with the loopholes, you still kind of control that situation. You gotta have paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Marriage is a business.
But yeah, but when I say paperwork, I mean like government.
Oh, you talking about the marriage license?
Yeah, marriage license and shit. That's what I'm talking about, paperwork. Oh yeah. We can get something notarized. Look, because we had a story a few days ago where Rihanna and ASAP Rocky did paperwork, but they never got the marriage license and all that bullshit. And I want people to actually do that, because if you want to be with me for the rest of your life, we ain't got to get the government in, baby. We ain't got to get the government in. So Spaces, I don't know what you talking about. Like this proves that I'm wrong about marriage.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm with Black on the whole marriage thing. Like I don't think it's not the best investment you can make with your time, energy, and money. You know, as far as like especially if you don't have no kids out of it, it's gonna be it could be problematic for you. A woman could really, like, if you don't do that paperwork, if you don't do that prenuptial agreement, postnuptial agreement, if you don't have any of that stuff in place, yeah, you could get fucked over real bad. So it's
even if you don't get married, if you have kids with her, she can still hit your pockets.
How though? How if you're not married?
If you have kids, Kevin Costner, he's not paying alimony. He's paying child support.
Well, yeah.
So she can still hit you in your pockets.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. But speaking of man versus
I also don't have kids either. And not married. I don't have no kids. I ain't married. Fuck that shit.
Hey, y'all don't give how much as you can get, Slimmy. All I can say is wrap it up, nigga.
I only got one thing for you, baby.
Wrap it up. Speaking of man versus woman, let's go to man versus man. I actually wanted to talk about this topic because I'm tired of talking about women and women and women and women. And I'm glad you two guys are up here for this discussion. So Boosie says he wishes Michael Jackson was alive right now so R. Kelly can beat him in a versus.
It started tanking, what you call them? Versus. I just wish two things so I could prove my point to the world. I wish Michael Jackson wasn't dead and R. Kelly was free, so they could do it versus. R. Kelly would smoke Michael Jackson, man. So a lot of y'all might get in y'all feelings, but R. Kelly would smoke Michael. Wouldn't even be close. You could add somebody else with Michael Jackson, and they can't beat R. Kelly. That nigga kills. They gonna put your ass in the closet, bring you out the closet. You want the braids, the flat top, the bald head. Real shit. Now, I ain't talking about stage performance. Ain't nobody fucking with Mike. And versus song for song, R. Kelly gonna smoke Michael Jackson.
Okay, so Boosie saying that R. Kelly can smoke Michael Jackson in the verses. And shout out to the Tank and Tyrese verses. I didn't get a chance to watch it because I was at work trying to support my child. But Juicy saying R. Kelly can smoke Michael Jackson in the verses. Slimmy, do you agree with what Boosie is saying about that?
Why? Tell him it's just human nature. Why? Ooh, why? Hell no.
Who saying that?
Boom,
Michael
boom,
Jackson.
boom.
You need to let him sing that shit. But what's your what's your thoughts on what Boosie said?
Hell no. No. He can't smoke. Man, hell no. You can't smoke Michael Jackson. Nobody is capable of doing that. The only person that I think could go toe to toe with Michael is Prince. Like,
And why
R. Kelly ain't in that.
Why you think R. Kelly don't have a chance?
I think R. Kelly has some amazing songs, but I think Michael just got a lot of range. Like Michael Jackson can do like a verses against rock and roll artists and win. Like he could do R&B, he can do pop, he can do R&B and win, he can do pop and win, and he can do rock and roll and win. R. Kelly don't have that kind of range. As far as
what? I'm gonna keep my comments to myself. On me last. All right, Spaces, what you think?
I am agree with the homie Slimmy. I don't know why people want that pedal to win so bad.
Whoa. We gotta separate the art from the personal life now.
You can't, bro.
Yeah, you can too. Yes, you can.
Some of his music is about what he was doing. Some of his tracks was about what he was doing.
Look, Spaces. You must never research the backstory of Billie Jean, bro.
Bro, why ain't age ain't nothing but a number?
I'm just saying, do your research on the backstory of Billie Jean. It's pretty dark. That's all I'm saying. It's a pretty dark story.
Just off of, I don't know why people want him to win so bad. Like everybody, I can say this. I've never listened to R. Kelly extensively. Like a lot of people. A lot of people are really, really, really familiar with his catalog. Listen, Michael Jackson has been dead for what, 20 years now?
Yeah, that's crazy. 20-something years.
20-something years. His Super Bowl performance is still in the top 5 as one of the best. I was not even top 5, top 3.
Yeah, do R. Kelly.
Because that's speaking to his range, to Michael Jackson's range. Michael Jackson had the audience of black and white people. Michael Jackson had the whole music industry at that time. R. Kelly's music only resonates with mostly resonates with black people. The audience is just different.
But look, let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Y'all gotta look statistically. Y'all gotta look at R. Kelly. R. Kelly got 3 generations of people that he caters to. Like if R. Kelly have a concert, you're gonna see elderly people and kids there. You're not gonna see kids at a Michael Jackson concert. Like as far as hit
that's not
for
fair.
hit,
That's not fair to say.
R. Kelly, no. As far as hit for hit, Michael Jackson has a lot of hits. But I will argue that R. Kelly has a lot more hits than Michael Jackson on paper.
Quita.
On paper.
Wait, what?
R. Kelly on paper, R. Kelly has more hits than Michael Jackson. R. Kelly actually wrote for Michael Jackson. R. Kelly wrote for a lot of people.
Well, we know
Michael Jackson don't write.
I already said. I said this. No, he did write. Michael Jackson has written songs.
What songs he read?
Michael Jackson has written songs. I believe he wrote the theme song for whatchamacallit that everybody was singing all at once. We Are the World. Didn't Michael Jackson write that?
Yeah, that Quincy Jones had hands in it. That's not even fair.
I also I just had this discussion. I ain't gonna rehash this discussion, but yeah, man, like, no. R. Kelly. All right, so Michael didn't really make baby making music. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Even though
What?
Michael he didn't really make baby making music. He had some baby making songs though. He had some. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, I'm not sure R. Kelly has the same caliber of hits when you take away when you get outside the slow music. I don't think R. Kelly has them joints to hit. Like,
are you serious?
Okay,
I believe I can fly.
All right, so I believe I can fly is like that's mid compared to everything else that Michael Jackson has of that caliber. Like, it don't matter if you black or white. Like, Man in the Mirror, like Michael has a whole separate catalog of all songs like that, where R. Kelly has this 2 or 3 songs like that. Like,
R. Kelly,
it's
he does not have a Thriller.
I'm
that's true.
I'm telling you, like,
that's true. Like, for all the ratchet music that R. Kelly has, like Feeling on Your Booty, we might like that. Feeling on Your Booty, Braid My Hair. He got a bunch of songs. Fiesta. Like, those aren't legendary songs compared to some of the hits that Michael Jackson has. This was world renowned shit. Like,
you mean to tell me Believe I Can Fly ain't a world renowned hit? You don't think that's a world renowned hit?
I think it is, because that is the right, exactly. That is the graduation song.
Thank you, Faces. Thank you. Finally, you say something that you can agree with.
But it's only one.
Exactly.
It's only one. I just told you like 3 Michael Jackson songs that are like that.
Man, I can name 10 R. Kelly songs that can compete with Michael Jackson.
But you can't name 10 R. Kelly songs that are like I Believe I Can Fly. You gonna name some ratchet shit.
It all depends on, like, it. First of all, in the verses, they each got 10 songs. They each got 10 songs to perform with one another. And
20.
it's all based off performance. They can use
20.
whatever they use or whatever, whatnot. I'm saying in that context of battling one another, R. Kelly would smoke Michael Jackson, bro.
How?
Even though I would say it'll be, I'm not gonna say it's a blowout, but I would say
okay. So let's break it down like this. Black. What beats Billie Jean?
Who is Billie Jean?
What beats Billie Jean? What song does R. Kelly have that could beat Billie Jean?
I would say if I was R. Kelly, I will pick what's that song him and Ron Isley? Shut up, can't you man do man I'm talking, but what's that song?
That's not gonna win.
Bullshit.
That's not gonna win.
Contagious. You don't think
Contagious
can beat
Contagious?
Billie
This is exactly what I'm saying. That's a ratchet ass song. It's not gonna win.
What's that? Contagious is not ratchet.
It is.
The niggas talk about killing each other. What are you talking? It's not ratchet. What? That's not winning no rounds. Contagious is not winning no rounds, dog. Like, this is Boosie was literally just talking just because he wanted to hear himself speak. Contagious is not winning any rounds. Trapped in a Closet is not winning any rounds.
Oh, you serious?
Trapped in the Closet. Hold on, wait. Trapped in the Closet ain't even gonna beat Keep It in the Closet. I
will tell you this. See, Trapped in the Closet doesn't even count. I was thinking about that. Trapped in the Closet doesn't even count because it's an entire series.
Well, he can still just do one. He can just still do one. No, but I don't think Trapped in the Closet is gonna win any rounds.
Trapped in the Closet had the whole radio listening at the time on a chokehold.
Yep, and I still don't think it'll win any rounds against Michael Jackson.
No. Let me
you think it'll be a landslide?
Absolutely. What's gonna be Smooth Criminal? What's gonna be Smooth Criminal?
Oh my God.
What's gonna be Human Nature?
You got so let me say this to 106 in Park.
What is gonna be these records?
So I said I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't know his catalog extensively, but I also don't know that about Michael Jackson either. I can name for you some songs that I listen to. It's probably a rotation of about 10 songs that I listen to in total. I've never listened to an entire, actually, no, that was the Jackson. I never listened to a Michael Jackson album in its entirety. But I know that I'm just talking about cultural impact. R. Kelly is a phenomenon. He's a legend amongst Black people. Michael Jackson is a legend across the world. Like the best you can get as far as worldwide impact for R. Kelly that would compete with Michael Jackson is I Believe I Can Fly. Yeah, that's it. Like R. Kelly does not have a Thriller. He's not a Smooth Criminal, not a Billie Jean, not a Human Nature.
I don't think it's gonna be a landslide. I don't think it's gonna be a landslide. Y'all are really discrediting the king of R&B, bro.
No, but see, that's the problem. It's the king of R&B. Michael Jackson is damn near the king of music. He's damn near the king of music. Like, what are we talking? I just thought he's going to beat some rock dudes in a verses with rock music. Like,
all right, well, let me ask y'all
with
this:
rock artists, they're not gonna have a song that could beat Thriller.
Or
who y'all's a good competitor against Michael Jackson?
You say what?
Think Ozzy Osbourne? You think Ozzy Osbourne is? Because Ozzy Osbourne in the rock and roll world he's the king of that.
Yeah, you have to get somebody that's not R&B to try to compete with Michael Jackson.
That's why I said Prince. That's why I said
I don't
Prince.
I don't think Prince will beat Michael Jackson.
Well, he got the only.
Yeah, R. Kelly will beat Prince.
What?
You don't think R. Kelly can beat Prince? I know R. Kelly can beat Prince.
Black,
I know R. Kelly can beat Prince.
Listen to me very carefully. R. Kelly don't stand a chance.
Oh my!
It's worse. I'm gonna be honest. It's worse against Prince because he got the baby making music, and you can't compare the baby making songs. International Lover. Once that shit come on, dog, it's over. I don't know.
Kimmy said, if I can only pick one to listen to on my own, it's R. Kelly. If other people gonna be there, I gotta pick Michael Jackson.
Oh my goodness. The Gemini. Oh my goodness.
106 said R. Kelly will wax Prince.
Impossible.
But I think, judging from his responses, I think 106 will also think R. Kelly will win against Michael Jackson. So that opinion is just be careful.
Well, let's get to these super chats. $5 for Magnetar. Appreciate it, Magnetar. Said 1 Corinthians 7:9. It says, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. Well, I'd rather burn. Sorry. $5 to tell G, you look like a 90s R&B group, MTP, men to panelists. Okay. Look, I think my opinion, I think Boyz II Men is the greatest R&B group of all time. Y'all agree with that? They have the best. Well,
it means so much to me.
As far as group, they have the best group Christmas album.
Ain't nothing like Jodeci, dog.
Jodeci.
There's nothing more precious than to raise
I'm
a family.
Are they different eras though?
No.
Jodeci and Boyz II Men?
No.
Same era.
I can say
if
this.
there's any doubt in your mind, you can call on me.
Man, Spaces, appreciate the $5 memberships. Y'all thank Spaces in the comments because we sure need them. The memberships. Y'all been slacking on the memberships. Spaces, what you got going on later on today or this week or whatever?
If y'all will have me, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
But outside of that, not a whole lot going on. I just got promoted at work, so it's got a lot going on. Appreciate it. So
Okay, Slimmy. Well, I know you got some stuff going on. What you got going on?
You know, we'll be on after hours. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be watching the movies for frame fights. We're gonna do Eddie Murphy week. So if
Yeah, I
y'all want
thought
to
y'all
join
did
it.
Eddie Murphy already.
No, we were supposed to
No.
do it and we put it off. So now
Yeah.
3 weeks later, we finally get to it. I think I might have sent you the flyer with the wrong joints on there.
Wait,
We
so
never
y'all
do
doing
it.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, we are. Life. Yeah. Big congratulations, man. Yeah. Space is
Yeah.
making moves, dog.
So
Time to get on that plane.
So today, I don't know what the hell to talk about today. Ain't nothing really trending in rap. I'm
Did
gonna
you
talk
ever
about something
did you
as
cover the
soon as I
J.
get
Cole
out here.
interview?
Huh?
Did you ever cover the J. Cole interviews?
Slimmy, I got 3-4 videos on that.
You gotta send them to me, man, because
Are you even subscribed? Are you subscribed to Black TV? God damn! I did a whole breakdown last week. I did Jay-Z, J. Cole.
Like, I've been trying to figure out why your shit don't pop up on my joints.
Now, I don't know, man. My channel is weird.
Oh, I'm
bro.
not subscribed. Oh, hell no. That's my fault. That's an L.
God damn.
That's an L, man. I'm like, man,
Black
I never see this
TV.
nigga stuff. No, I got you. I'm a you know what it is? Because I follow you on Instagram and I see your Instagram, you know, it just
I don't really
YouTube,
promote
man.
on Instagram. I'm trying to
that's my fault though. No, that's my fault.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn. It's like cross promote on other platforms.
Yeah.
I'm bad about doing it.
Yeah, man, I'm so far behind on content I gotta post.
Yeah, but I don't know really what's trending today in rap though. But I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find something in a minute though.
You can talk about what we was just talking about just now. Shoot, you could talk about that.
Now I have to talk. Well, I will see. That's the thing with YouTube. Like, I would love to talk about like my best Jay-Z albums and stuff and whatnot. But is anybody really gonna watch it? No. So I have to, you know how the game is.
You keep. Well, I mean, I think there's a core audience for everything. So it depends on what you want to get out of this though, because I know the viewership is on certain things right now. So so I understand what you're saying, but I think so. For instance, like my dudes, they built up this core following through Clubhouse, and I think it's on YouTube now, where they was like they would just take songs with samples in them. And they would relate it to the original song, and they just made a whole series about this. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like,
it's a guy on TikTok that be doing it.
Yeah, and they do.
I watch it. Like if he happened to come across my feed, I watch him. I'm not finna be. Well, I might be like it just depends. I be so busy though, but I know I follow a guy that does something like that.
But you see that, man, that take a really long time to build up though.
Oh yeah,
because so it's all about what you want to do, man, and like some things got a niche audience, and some things you're gonna get immediate results because you know what come with it, like the drama and shit, and all the nonsense and rap. But yeah, I think you're right. I don't think nothing happened today.
Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for coming through. Slimmy, I appreciate you coming through.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
I appreciate y'all coming through. Tomorrow, I think we're gonna have a full house. Everybody will be back in tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tap in on my break. See my baby. See the chocolate baby.
Yeah, me and Tukay probably gonna argue about something. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like we argue, and then when the show go off, all right, I'll holler at you, homie. All right. And we just
Crash
I don't know.
Kings.
We like arguing with one another. But make sure y'all hit that like button on y'all way. I appreciate y'all coming through. And until next time, we'll holla.
Don't forget to subscribe and watch us Monday through Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel.